Yeah, good day, my viewers all over the world. I remain as Lumaj, and in our class today, I'll be talking about the subject mathematics. And under this, I would like to teach us metrics or matrices, the way it could be called. Matrix, or matrices. So this is singular and this is plural. So if you call it matrix, you are right. If you call it matrices, you are still right. So I'm going to take my time in explaining matrix. So if you're in X1, 2, 3, please, even 100 level engineering students, please be very attentive in this class. I'll be very slow, I won't be too fast, so that you can understand it. At least we can do this. We have 4 videos for this, but I'll start with this. I'll call it Introduction to Matrix. Introduction to what? Matrix. So the thing is that under here we'll be learning the meaning of elements, the meaning of order, the meaning of notation. Then we can now start talking about addition, subtraction, multiplication of matrix, transpose, determinant, using matrix to solve simultaneous equation. Everything will be taught here. Just follow it. Follow my principle. I've told you, there is no subject so far that somebody had done it before. You can do it better. You can do it better. Even in this age, that the way our brains are even really working now, even faster, better than it used to. So please follow me as we begin this topic. So matrix now. Just follow the principle. If you follow the principle, you will not miss it. If you follow the principle, I repeat, you will not miss it. Let's say I have 7, 3, 1, 4, minus 1, any other arbitrary number, let's say 6, and I have this. This is a matrix arrangement. How do I mean? I want to explain something. Let me even bring it down so that you can see what I'm talking about. This is 7, 3, 1, 4, minus 1, 6. So I'm going to be very, very explicit in this class. So this is what? A matrix arrangement. Anytime you come in contact with questions like this, you should know that this is what? A matrix. What they will be asking you is find what they call it, the determinant, add one matrix to another matrix, subtract one matrix to another, find the transpose of this also, use matrix to solve this simultaneous equation. So it's very simple. Let me give us the principle, because that's what is going to guide you all through your journey in matrix. This is what I want to tell you. It's going to guide you all through your business with matrix. Number 1, science student, follow also. When you have horizontal figures like this, this is horizontal. This is horizontal. This is also horizontal. So the horizontal is regarded as your rule. So like this one now, this is the first horizontal. I call it rule 1. Second horizontal, I call it row 2. The third horizontal, I call it row 3. If you remember when we're doing linear graph, we have vertical axis, we have horizontal axis. So this horizontal now is regarded as what? Your row. But this is matrix, not linear graph. You come to this one, because these are starting points. In every matrix, you start from this first number. So 7 is the starting point. So if you look at, you have gone through this. We have gone through this. This is 1, 2, 3. Row. First row, second row, third row. You can just compare it with the way you sit in your classrooms. Some will be in the front row seats. So you can see front row. Those behind with the second row, the third row, the fourth row. Then if you are now moving down, let's say this is row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. So we are going up the group. Up the group. That is what? Either you go up or you go down. That is now what? A column of vertical axis. This is from this 7. This is the first column. If you go again, this y-axis, x-axis, y-axis, this is vertical, horizontal. Row is horizontal. Y vertical is column. So your vertical is your what? Your column. So you have the first column, the second one. This is the second column. I think that is very clear. We have the first column, as in like this. First column, second column. This is your row. First row, second row, third row. If I have more than that, fourth row, fifth row. So the same way, first column, second column, it can be third column, and so on and so forth. It's very clear. So the figures that you have in this box, they are regarded as what? Elements. Now if I say, what are the elements in this? So the elements are the figures or alphabets, as it may, that are in the what? In this rectangle. This is more like a rectangle. So a matrix will always form a rectangle. You can see this is a rectangle, a rectangle, a rectangle. So the contents 7, 3, 3 minus 1, 1, 6. The contents are regarded as what? Elements. So in this example, the elements include 7, 3, or 7, 4, 3, minus 1, 1, and 6. 7, 4, 3, minus 1, 1, and 6. Those are the elements in this matrix. Next thing I want to talk about is now the order. And how do I name matrix order? Very simple. You call the row. You take the row first before the column. I repeat, you take the row first. You call the row first before the column. Is a product. Now look at it. If I say take the row first, like this now, I may ask you, what kind of order is this? Matrix. This is a matrix question. Now if I want to write the order now of the above, the order is what? You take the row first. How many rows do I have? This is row 1, row 2, row 3. So I have 3 rows by how many column? Column 1, column 2. So this is a 3 by 2 matrix. 3 by 2 matrix, meaning it has 3 rows and 2 columns. Very simple. That is how to determine the order of a matrix. call the row first before the column. And I've told us how to determine the row. Like what we have here, you've seen that we have row 1, row 2, row 3. Then times the number of columns. We have 2 columns. 3 rows by 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 2 columns. So the next we're going to do just few examples. Just few examples. I can have 5 minus 1. I can have 2 and 3. And this could be asked, what is the order of this? Like I said, how many rows do we have? This is row 1. This is row 2. Then the number of columns, we have column 1, we have column 2. Like I said, for us to determine this matrix, you call the row first before the column. So this is going to be what? Row 1, row 2, that is 2 by, how many columns? 2. So this is a 2 by 2 matrix in terms of order. 2 by 2 matrix. So the next one is this. Let's say I have 1, 1, 4, 3. I will ask you, what's the order of this term? So for us to determine how many rows can you see? This is just 1 row. We can only see 1 row. Then how many columns? This is 1, 2, 3. So remember, you call the row first. So this is what? 1 by, how many columns? 1, 2, 3. So this is a 1 by 3 matrix. Another one, I can have this. Let's say I have 5, 7, 9. I can ask you to determine the order of this. For you to determine the order of this, just look, how many rows do you have? Row 1, row 2, row 3. So for us to call this, you call the row first. How many columns do you have? Well, only 1 column. So it should have be 1, 2, 3. 3 by 1 matrix. So that is how to determine what they call it, the order of a matrix. So my next video is going to be on addition, subtraction, multiplication of matrix. Like I said, just follow the class and I'll make it so very explicit so that everybody can understand it. I won't rush the class so that you can have a good benefit of it. So the thing is, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I still remain Lumaj. You are watching my video and you are not subscribing. You are not doing the right thing. So you are enjoying it. I'm blessing you. So subscribe. Thank you very much.